Hi, everybody. My name is Danica Joan. Thank you so much for joining me. I had something come to my mind. You may not be aware that I teach, I've written co-parenting curriculum, and I actually, any of my self-directed courses, I'm directly responding to the participants. And one of the exercises that I do with them is really to kind of uncover subconscious beliefs that a parent might have about their co-parent, that they might not even realize that these are self-limiting beliefs that could actually, if they were aware of it, it could help them to move forward with their co-parenting relationships. So in this particular exercise, it's called a declaration of a new relationship. And it is, you write your co-parent, you write them a letter that brings forth a new relationship into existence by declaring what you're committed to. So in a way, it's like the Declaration of Independence. When our forefathers wrote the Declaration of Independence, it was not like we had anything visually, any evidence to prove that we were a free nation, but we declared it through our words. We spoke it into existence from nothing. And we had all of our forefathers signed this declaration to say, we have created it from the moment that we put our name to this paper. So in that same context, we can declare a new relationship into existence from nothing, even if it doesn't look like it right now, even though you may not even, you may not even be speaking to your co-parent at this point. You can still speak what you want to rise up through your words and your intentions. So anyways, if the exercise is done, as designed, it's actually a very beautiful, generous opportunity to express what you want to show up out of your other co-parent. But anyways, unfortunately, the ones that I focus on are the ones that are not that. So here's one, and I'm going to paraphrase it because I don't want to disrespect the privacy of them. So it basically went along this, and it says, we've been apart for this many years, and we both know that we don't want to be around each other. And if our child decides that she wants to see you, I promise I'll take her to see you. Also, I promise I will not force her to go. Sorry we lost interest in each other. It's for the best. I promise not to bother you. That was definitely not a generous letter to your co-parent of trying to create a facilitative relationship from nothing, going into the next chapter of your life, seeing as how most people co-parent. And even though it's kind of a 20-year journey, not really, because there will be weddings and funerals and all that where your co-parent and you will have some dealings with each other in the future. So anyway, I thought it was interesting. One of the things that I pointed out, and you may not even realize it about, have heard this, says, if our child decides she wants to see you, I promise I will take her to you. Now, shift the context into parent-teacher. So if my child decides that they don't want to go to school because they don't like that subject that's being taught that day, are we being a responsible parent to say, okay, you get to decide? Like, no, absolutely not. We wouldn't do that. Here's the other thing is, and I promise I will not force her to go. So in the context of school, are you going to do that? Is that the commitment that you have for your child education is that they get to decide if they want to go, and you're not going to force them to go. Let me tell you, if you don't, sometimes parenting is being unpopular. It's saying, hey, listen, I don't like that teacher either, and you're going to go because it's the right thing. Plus, the other thing is it instills, when you put the child in the role of being able to decide things that are sacred to the adult, you're setting yourself up for huge catastrophe in the future. Now you've got a child that is being taught that authority doesn't matter. That means that their boss in the future doesn't matter. Any kind of other things in the authority realm, they don't matter. Rules don't matter. Laws don't matter. It's a slippery slope. So what I can say to you from this person, I obviously is so hooked and so triggered by the animosity between that person and their co-parent that they can't see that it's not about them. It's about how are we programming our child. And truly, we're programming them. When you think about a child, they come into this world like a cell phone that just came off the assembly line. There is no customization or anything. We program that into our phone so that it gets to look and sound exactly how we want it to look and sound and react. And when our children, we program them from birth or even before birth in the way that we want them to go, which is, when you think about it, if children are programmed, we were programmed. So we're in a way a product of how our programmers, our parents, influenced us. So just food for thought. I hope you have a wonderful day, and I'm always here, a stand for the unity of your family. Have a good evening.